Hi, I'm Lisa Shield, and this is Emotionally Naked Dating, finding true love with nothing to hide. What does that mean? Well, I show smart, successful, single women how to find a guardian of their soul by getting emotionally naked and letting a man into their heart. Today I have prepared a video for all of you on how to take photographs of yourself during the coronavirus. So selfies are not always the best way to get your online dating photos. It's easy, right? You can just put your camera out in front of you and snap some pics, but it's not always, they look like selfies, and they look really posed and planned and whatever, and so they're not always the most becoming pictures of you. It's okay to have one or two, but just so that you know, there's a photo called the Myspace Photo, which OkCupid has done some research on, and they say it's the very best picture. It gets the most response, and it's basically when you hold the camera up and at an angle looking down on you. It's kind of like the same angle that a man would have during sex, right? If he were in missionary position, he would be above you looking down. And it's kind of a submissive look, when you're looking up like that at the camera. So the Myspace Photo is a winner, just FYI. But if you want to get some more pictures of you and pictures that show your personality and look somewhat professional, then this is what I'm going to talk to you about today. So first of all, you want to have a relatively simple background, like I have behind me. The less busy the background is, the better. So find a cool old wall, or maybe just some flowers, but something simple and uncomplicated where you're not going to have a lot of busyness going on, and you're not going to have something in the background that's going to be distracting. You want to be the main subject of your photo. That's why shooting on beaches is often a great place to shoot, because it's a wide open space, and you are really the focus of that picture, right? The beach is behind you, but it's not very distracting. So you want to pick a simple background, and then you want to choose very even lighting. You want to have this open sky in front of you and then shade above you. So the softer the lighting, the better, because the only time you want to shoot in direct sunlight is in early morning sunlight or late afternoon sunlight, when the light is low and soft and the shadows won't be harsh. But especially for women who are of a certain age, like me, I am going to tell you that soft, even lighting is the best. And you want to be careful, because you can still stand in the shade and it won't be flattering, right? You can get a shade picture, but it's if the light is not coming, the actual open light, like a bounce card, if you've ever seen somebody holding a bounce card or something, the sky or the light in front of you is essentially that bounce card. And then, right now I'm standing against this wall in the shade, and so this is creating a soft light, but very flat and directional, right? So there's no harsh lines or shadows. Now, if I were to take this camera and I move it, you can start to see how the light changes on my face. So right now, I can't believe I'm doing this for all of you. But right now, if I go back, let me see if I can get right into the shade right here. You can see how harsh the shadows are on my face. So you really want to pay attention to this, because even though the light is still coming from in front of me, I've now got a wall it's not flat and even. Can you see this? And so the lighting this way was much more even and flattering, and so when I position myself right here, I can see that this light is much more becoming. You got that? So please be careful. So do a little bit of testing, move the camera around and see, where the best light is, so that you can get this beautiful front light coming on you, and then this, but in the open shade, so that you don't get a lot of strong shadows. Okay, the next thing I want to talk to you about is what to wear and how to do your makeup. So you don't have to have a makeup artist and a hair person do your hair to the best of your, get out your curling iron and curl your hair a little bit, and just make sure that you feel, look natural and pretty and fresh, and do very soft makeup. I have a little, natural eyeshadow on, just to kind of highlight my eyes a little bit. And I have a little bit of soft liner on my eyes, but that's about it. Some light blush and a little bit of just a very neutral tone of lipstick. So don't put on anything bright, and because the camera, that if you wear bright red lipstick, I can promise you, because I've had people make that mistake, it is all they're gonna see. That is just gonna jump out. So softer colors, just keep your makeup soft, no false eyelashes, just keep it natural, okay? The next thing that you wanna do is you're gonna set your timer. So if you don't know how to set your camera timer, go Google that for your brand of camera and find out. You should have like a 3-second or a 10-second timer. So, I forgot to tell you, you're going to need a tripod, and you're going to need some way to attach your camera to the tripod, an arm or something, so that you can move that, a reticulating arm or something. Go on Amazon and start to research how to find a reticulating arm, but some way to attach your camera, your phone camera, to this tripod. It shouldn't cost you a whole lot of money to do this. It shouldn't be expensive. And what you're going to do is you're going to set your timer, and then you're going to hit the button and you'll pose yourself. You'll hit the button again, 1, 2, 3 seconds, and you'll do another pose or a different angle, or laugh, or put your hands in your hair. And you want to keep doing a bunch of different angles. Don't just stand there. Don't just go and click and click and click. You want to get some animation. You want to have some fun. You want to have a little bit of get different angles on your face, right? Look from the left, then look from the right. Stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight. But you want to get different angles, different expressions. You may want to do a sexy expression, leaning back against the wall, a little bit of sensuality, put your hand up here and look at the camera and think about the hottest guy you know. And just imagine that he's looking at these pictures and he's swooning over you, so get some different looks, right? Then you're going to go and you're going to change your clothes, and you'll do some other locations. You'll do the same thing, and you want to get further away. You want to do some shots. I'm going to go back a little bit with this now. Whoops. I'm in a very confined space here. So you're going to go back and you'll get, a little broader shot and whatever. But you also want to be careful, because you want to wear, as far as your clothing goes, you want to wear things that are more form-fitting. The camera really does add 10 pounds, and you do not want to wear things that are too loose, because it won't show off your form, and it may make you look bigger than you actually are. So no loose t-shirts, no big flowy, flouncy things that don't show off your form, because you want to look slim as you can. And even if you're a bigger girl, that's okay, man. Curves are hot, they are sexy, but show them off. Don't be afraid of your curves. There are men out there who love this stuff, so don't be afraid. Just, really show who you are, and don't be afraid to just put it out there, okay? I'm trying to think of what else. You can also, if you can set your camera to live, so that when you do the photograph, you'll actually have how it does the little live thing where you get a movement, and then you can go into your photo editing program. Like for iPhone, it's Photos, right? And you go into Photos, and then you bring up that little live or that little video. Like right now, I'm shooting a video. I could bring up this video and stop it on any frame I want to. And I can actually do a screenshot of that frame and then have that picture. So if you do an actual video, like I'm doing right now, I'm filming a video. If I wanted to clip out any frame from this video, like if there's a moment where I'm like, oh my God, like that, I look so cute right there. And then I want to take that particular moment, I can just do a screenshot. So the way you do a screenshot is, I think it's Control, Shift, and then F4, right? Control, Shift, F4. You may have to Google that too, how to do a screenshot, but that allows you to start. There's a little plus sign, and then it allows you to drag that plus sign and cut out the part that you want to cut out, right? You can just clip out whatever frame you want. So you may have to Google that. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I may not be doing so well because I just automatically do these things when I'm on the computer. So I can't really remember right now how to, exactly how to do that. But you can clip out any frame. So you could get all dressed up, and do this and be in front of the camera and doing some fun stuff and just, having fun, and then go through the video and clip out the ones that you like, the frames that you like, right? And then change your clothes, do different looks. Get your, don't be afraid to put on a sexy black dress and maybe sit in a chair somewhere, and have I personally don't like to see alcohol in photographs. It's just my own personal prejudice. There's nothing right or wrong about that. But I just wouldn't, it's something I don't do. I don't encourage. But you can sit down and, in a nice, beautiful, elegant, space, and take a picture of yourself in a little black dress, or, you want to get some full-length photos, and you want to get some photos that are closer in for a headshot. And I always tell the women in my Emotionally Naked Dating 12-week course that I teach, I tell them that they should always get a picture in a red top or a red dress. And you want to do some headshots, some portrait-y shots in that red top, because it's like a stop sign. When a guy is swiping through photos or looking at, a whole bunch of pictures on a dating site, the one that's going to catch his attention is the one in the red top, because it's like a stop sign, right? Red just stops us. That's why stop signs are red, because it's something about red gets your attention. Got to get that right. Gets your attention. All right, so I hope that this is helpful for you. You want open shade. You want light coming from in front of you, not direct light. You want to be in the shade with that open, flat light coming from the sky in front of you. Simple backgrounds. put it on video or the live feature, so you can get some movement, and then clip out the frames that you really like. Make sure that you get something in a red top or a red dress. You want full length, mid length, and portrait shots. You want to move around and make sure you get different angles and different expressions. Some of you are, you have a very specific angle that you always show to the camera that you feel is your best angle. Don't do that. You don't want every shot to look like you're being shot from the same angle with the same expression. There's nothing natural about that. There's nothing attractive about seeing 5 photos of somebody who's posing and has the same exact expression and angle in every photo. So do some pictures where you're laughing, or where you're being sensual, or where you're smiling, where you have a full smile or a half smile, right? But play around and show your personality. And remember, you don't have to look perfect in every single photo. Also, move the camera around, maybe even take a few test photos and look at those before you place the camera, so that you're getting the right lighting. I could get this lighting like this, or I can move over here and the lighting changes dramatically, right? If I'm over here or if I'm over here, you can see a difference in the shadowing on my face and all, okay? Never shoot in direct sunlight, like at noon with the sun overhead. You always, if you're going to shoot outside in the sunshine, make sure that it's late afternoon sunlight, usually about an hour, maybe an hour before the sun actually goes down. When it's lower on the horizon, it's not so directional, and it's not going to give you those harsh shadows on your face. I think that's it. I think that's all I have to tell you today. I can't wait to see your photos. If you want to send them to me or share them with me, I would love to see them. And have fun with this. It'll give you something to do. It's going to be, you don't have to hire a professional photographer. If you get this right and you play around with it, you can take amazing photos of yourself. Also, make sure if there are things in the background, be sure there's no telephone poles or posts or something growing out of the back of your head. You want to make sure that that's not happening. Pick clothing that's more form-fitting, that shows your body, rather than things that are too loose and flowing. And I think that's all I've got for you today. I'm Lisa Shield. This is Emotionally Naked Dating, finding true love with nothing to hide. If you like this video, please go to lisashield.com. Watch my 45-minute webinar. If you like what you hear, we can jump on a call and I will show you how you can find the guardian of your soul.